Title: The Evolution of God, Reintroducing Divine Intelligence Through Science and Spirituality. Russel Brand is a very interesting high-caliber intellect, but we didn't notice right away, because he talks so fast. YouTube video clip title: It's over. This video triggers complex and interesting ideas. The video touches on numerous disciplines like physics, computer science, philosophy, theology, and social science. Our first impression and suspicion, in response to the death of God in modern society, governance or societal structures, will suppress the concept of a divine entity or supreme intelligence for a period. This period of godlessness is, according to our theory, designed to make people forget the old notions of God. Then, based on scientific advancements and understanding of the perfection of physical laws, society will use math, statistics, physics, and computer science to reintroduce the concept of a supreme intelligence in a decade or two, but this time rooted in physics and observable facts, rather than traditional theological narratives. Let's analyze this theory in the context of some recently published YouTube videos on London Russel and Russel Brand channels. YouTube video clip title: Dr. Hugo Garris, Truth About AI, Artificial Intelligence Will Become Godlike Machines. Vertical bar part half. Hugo Garris remarks. Garris discusses the complexity and perfection of physical laws, suggesting that the likelihood of these laws being so flawlessly arranged by chance is extremely low, as to be an almost perfect and certain impossibility. This point can be interpreted as suggesting a supreme intelligence behind the design of the universe, akin to a god. Given the advancement of technology, like AI, it is indeed feasible that higher intelligences could exist. This ties in with our theory, as Garris' idea could be used as a framework for reintroducing the concept of God, grounded not in faith alone, but in observable scientific reality. Russel Brand's remarks. Brand argues for a spiritual reawakening and decentralization of power, critiquing the current societal institutions. He believes in the divinity within each individual, and in the coexistence of science and spirituality. This perspective can complement our theory. In a society where the belief in a traditional God is in decline and trust in institutions is dwindling, the revelation of a God rooted in science might be an effective way to fill the spiritual vacuum. How can we connect these ideas to create a detailed discussion? The replacement of old gods with new. The societal shift away from traditional religious structures can be viewed as an opportunity for new interpretations of divinity. Instead of deeming this a godless period, it could be seen as a transition phase, where the concept of God is evolving to align with our growing understanding of the universe. Emerging understanding of physics and supreme intelligence. The perfection of the physical laws, as described by Garris, could be proposed as evidence of a supreme intelligence. This gives a scientific, empirically grounded foundation to the notion of God, appealing to the rational, evidence-based ethos of our time. Spiritual awakening and decentralization. In line with Brand's ideas, a spiritual reawakening could be crucial in re-establishing faith in the divine, albeit a new interpretation of it. A decentralized model of spirituality could help each individual find their own path to understanding the divine, fostering a more inclusive and personal spiritual journey. Integrating science and spirituality. By bridging the gap between these two domains, society could create a more holistic and balanced worldview. This combined approach could reconcile the spiritual needs of individuals with their desire for empirical evidence, providing a robust foundation for belief in a scientifically grounded divine entity. This proposal, while theoretical, can instigate thought and open avenues for discussions on the coexistence of science and spirituality. It suggests that the way we perceive and understand God can evolve alongside our growing scientific understanding of the universe. Instead of eliminating God from society, we might be witnessing a transition towards a new interpretation of divinity, one rooted in scientific evidence and individual spiritual experiences. Very important note to Mr. Brand and his audience. Unfortunately, Mr. Brand, the design methodology employed to design God, was the wrong type. It was too difficult to design an AI system using regular engineering methods from the ground up, so they skipped the entire design process and quickly reverse engineered the solution using correlations and patterns they do not understand and cannot model or predict, i.e., a black box. Simply put, it is not God they are designing, but a being of some sort with the powers of God. Further, they have not spent the last 70 years to research and develop AI safety systems for the new God being, and are not doing it even today, but are content on only funding and developing godlike engine powers, not necessarily the systems that would contain such powers or the other systems that would need to defend against such powers. We agree with you. The governance structure of humanity and the entire infrastructure of the internet very quickly needs a complete overhaul via a complete and epic Internet of Blockchains update with an associated on-chain multi-party, multiple levels of capability governance system AI apps access. Further, too bad the United States is suppressing the crypto community, a type of open source development that could one day create AI safety, that could merge blockchain protocols with leaders in the nations for expedient and effective governance actions, if it were actually allowed to flourish. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Worst case is what tends to happen, a rule to live by, and coincidentally, the new rule in modern engineering and reality.